Mic check. No one likes us, we don't care. Hit the logo on the cap, midnight green on the brim. Pro fan talk, every take in the gym. From the link to the league, I'm connected to the spin. Breaking news, breaking plays where you really want to tap in. Philly on my tongue when I'm calling out a route. Pull a clip, roll a tape, then we talk it out. All 22 on my mind, see the motion pre-snap. I'm in the lab with the facts, you just scrolling through the app. Jalen with the read, I'm explaining what you missed. Why the safety bail late, why the cornerback blitz. From the pass rush twist to the red zone slant. Coach Marcus on the mic with the real fan chant. Pro fan talk, hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score room. Pro fan talk, where the real ones call. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. From the draft room rumors to that waiver wire heat. Trade buzz humming like the crowd on Broad Street. Sunday to Monday, I'm recapping every snap. Tuesday got the bald Eagles, filling in the gaps. Eagles on the header, but the scope league wide. How we making deals for the vets on the slide? Quarterback drama, I'ma sort that pile. Coach on the podium, read between the lines. I'm talking rivalries, upsets, underdogs rise, overtime classics, blown calls, bad drives. Jack going crazy when the topic get wild. But we keep it all game, keep it smart, keep it down. Pro fan talk, hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk.
What's going on, y'all? What's good? What's up, Carlos? What's up, Panda? What's good tonight, man? A lot of stuff going on. Watching the news, freaking Puka Nakua biting folks. We gonna talk about the Tush Push. Diana Rossini is Insider of the Year at WIP. Mass hysteria, cats and dogs living together. It's nuts. What's going on, man? Panda, you first out the limo, bro. What's going on? What's going on, Tiff? Yeah, but it's fun to talk about, though. It's fun to talk about, Carlos. Pay no mind to it, but it's fun to talk about it. Sometimes they get on your nerves, man, and you just got to let it out sometimes. Sometimes it's crazy, man. I just did you was on my rant with about the WNBA. It's kind of the same thing, man. It's like, what are y'all thinking about? What are y'all thinking about? We about to get into the season of the lists. I heard a couple of lists already. You know, who's the best team in the NFC? Who's going to be the best in the draft? And then once we had the draft, all of this stuff is going to just rinse and repeat again. We're going to be having the same conversations we had last year. And the answer is still going to be the same. We got to wait till the season starts, wait to see what's what, and how they respond, basically. So it's just the whole Tush Push thing got me in the mood today because I saw Mike Florio's his answer to it, and I thought that was excellent. But I'm like, why didn't you say this a while ago? Why didn't you say this a while ago? Let me see if I can bring this up. Hold on. Let me get y'all in on this. All right, hold on. Let me see if this will work.
Doesn't look like football.
Here we go.
The NFL has released the full list of proposed rule changes for 2026. And lo and behold, no mention of the Tush Push. What happened last year? Tush Push, unsafe. Tush Push, doesn't look like football. Tush Push, it must go. Simple explanation. Eagles didn't win the Super Bowl again. Eagles lost in the wild card round. Tush Push is all of a sudden not a priority because it's no longer as effective.
Ain't that something?
It was. And it really is that simple. Eagles have found something that they can do well, no one can stop, and no one else can do. Now the Eagles didn't win the Super Bowl. Tush Push takes a back burner to other things for 2026.
Oh. What did we say, man? We knew what the deal was. We know how the sausage is made. We understood the assignment. It was never about safety. It was never about it being a football play. It was, they don't like us. No one likes us. We don't care. It was always about Philly. It was because we did it. That was always the issue. We did it. The powers that be, they didn't like Sirianni. They thought he was too brash. They thought he was too full of himself. And he throws this play into the mix and we can't stop it. And everybody was crashing out. It shouldn't be a play. Then all of them teams that was talking shit, they the main ones running it. Y'all full of shit, man. It was never about the play. It was always about Philly because we did it. And we did it better than anybody else. Everybody had a problem with it. It's an unsafe play. What about your players? Oh, right. You worried about our players, then you talk about a damn 18th game. Stop playing with me. Worried about the players. It's a rugby play. It's not a football play. Shut up. That nonsense. Was it a rugby play when the Rams ran it? Stop playing with me. Y'all full of shit. We knew what it was from the rip. You was pissed off because we was blasting your ass with it. We was putting belt to ass every time we ran it. You couldn't stop it. Then you start bitching about us jumping off sides. Get out of here. What do the young fellas call it? And I don't usually talk like this. That was some bitch made stuff. That's what that was. Jason Kelsey got to go to the owners meeting to convince them that it's a legitimate play. Get out of here. All of the shit that the owners let pass. That's what y'all worried about? Because you can't stop it? They ought to be a damn ashamed of themselves. All the other shit you let slip through. You got these weak-ass penalties. You can't even touch a quarterback. You still don't have a good handle on the gambling and domestic abuse and everything that goes with that. A couple years ago, you had a kicker that was beating up his wife, and the only reason you made noise about it is because she made noise. If she hadn't released the book or whatever that was, the NFL wouldn't have done shit. And you knew about it. But y'all worried about a tush push. Then Buffalo runs it. Ooh, that's a gritty play. LA runs it. Ooh, that's a good play. You do what you got to do. Philly runs it. Oh, they jumping off sides. They cheating. They got to review this. This is dangerous. See the guys in there. You know, what happens if their neck bows their neck and they get hit on top of their head and man, shut up. I was full of shit from the rip. And you knew you were. It was all about Philly. It was all because we did it. And you just couldn't deal with it. Ugh. That pissed me off so bad. All of that shit they talked about. All of that energy and effort. All of that energy and effort to get a play banned, you could have used that energy and put that somewhere else. You could have put that energy somewhere else. I'm sure there's another cause or another issue or problem in the NFL that deserves your attention. The tush push wasn't it. You had a bunch of owners that was in their feelings because we was busting your ass. And you couldn't do a damn thing about it. Get out of here with that, man. The more I talk about it, the more pissed off I get. Bitch made. That's what that was. That's what that was. And even when you did run it, you still couldn't do what we did with it. We won a Super Bowl with it. You couldn't even figure out how to do that. We got to be safe. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all on my nerves at night, man. I'm in a mood. What's going on, Nina? Oh, Stoutland gonna be. I didn't see that. Oh, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I will be watching that. Let me be honest with you. I don't think Stoutland gonna be honest with you, man. And it's going. I got a feeling that people gonna hear some things that they not expecting. I don't think, because again, when Stoutland left, what was the first thing everybody started saying? That looks bad on Nick Sirianni. Why don't anybody want to coach with him? We getting all these coordinators coming in and don't want to sign with the Eagles. There must be something wrong with the head. What do I always tell y'all to do? What do I always tell y'all to do? Pump the brakes and let it play out. You can ask your questions. You can have your opinions. You can have your takes. But pump the brakes and let it play itself out. Because the one thing you can argue with is the truth. Because it'll always come out the truth. So you just kind of hang back and we're going to see what we're going to see. Because if it had been any other coach, if Nick Sirianni would have had his hands in the offense, we was ready to flambe that dude. I still remember what they want. They wanted to fire him after the Tampa Bay loss a couple years ago. So do you realize that if Nick Sirianni gets fired, we don't win the Super Bowl? I believe that. I believe that. If they fire Nick Sirianni, I just think that there's a domino effect of things that would have happened. And we would have looked a lot different. Hey, man, put your Infinity Stones on and do the snap and go back and look at it. Do we get Saquon Barkley if Nick Sirianni gets fired? The people that year Josh Sweat stayed for an extra year. Does that happen if Nick Sirianni gets fired? Does Brandon Graham retire and stay retired if Nick Sirianni gets fired? I don't know. Definitely would have changed some things. But again, like with Nick Sirianni, and I was guilty of it in the beginning because I got caught up in the flowers and watering and all of that type of stuff. And again, you guys have heard me say this before. Shout out to my man, my quarterback from the Claymores. Why am I blanking on his name? Man, my memory is getting horrible when it comes to stuff like this, man. Jim Ballard. Shout out to my guy, Jim Ballard, who told me, who was on my podcast that same week after the press conference. And he told me point blank, don't worry about it. This guy knows how to win. He comes from a winning family. Mount Union, even though it's Division III, they win championships and they know how to win up there. And damn it, if he wasn't right. But everybody was bent out of shape. Hell, we was bent out of shape when we hired Doug Peterson. We don't know what the hell we want as a fan base. We on the outside looking in. You got to trust and believe that Howie Roseman is doing his damn homework. We did not want Doug Peterson. We thought Doug Peterson was a last-minute hire too. And then look what happens. And the whole Nick Sirianni thing, did we get lucky or did Howie do his homework and understood what the assignment was? Which one do you think it was? 2 in a row? 2 in a row. This dude made a Super Bowl his first year as a coach. Come on, man. So, was it first year or second year? Maybe the second year. I don't remember. Stop believing the hype. Let's get back to some tried and true, going online, doing some homework, doing some history, doing some research, watching some film, and base your opinion on what you saw for yourself, not what everybody's saying. Because clearly, everybody don't know what the hell they talking about. They don't have a freaking clue. They don't know what time it is. They get caught in a narrative. Everybody want to talk about everybody else. That's what the trending topics are this whole week. These last 2 weeks, it's been friggin' Emmanuel Acho and whoever he beefing with, Leonard Fournette. Then Leonard Fournette is gonna tell gonna pass that perspective of, if you didn't have a good career, you don't deserve to be talking. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. So we back to that again. Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock going at it. Sprinkle a little Cam Newton in there. All they doing is just talking about other people. Let folks have their opinions. You ain't got it. Your agreement or your alignment is not required. Everybody getting soft, man. Everybody getting soft. You the Stephen A, the number one dude on TV right now. That is unquestioned. And quiet as kept, I don't particularly care for Jason Whitlock, but I know he's been around the game for a long time, and you don't stick around like this if you ain't good. If you're not a good journalist and you're not good at your craft, you're not going to stick around this long. He done managed to stick around. And I told you before, I used to like Jason Whitlock. Back when he was on the Sports Reporters, he would be on every now and then, and he'd be the main man leaning over, hold his coffee. That's what I remember. And he knew what he was talking. He knew his stuff. And then all of a sudden, it was good until it wasn't. He got personal with stuff. And then, his I don't even know what to call it, because when he went in on Joy Taylor and he kept making the comments about peanut butter skin and all of this, and I was like, oh, dude, you coming from a place of, you got some pent-up feelings about not getting that date. Something. Because some of the stuff he was saying made no damn sense. Like, bruh, like, why would you even go there? Like, you don't know her, and she don't know you. Like, you don't, like, what's the point? Like, what's your advantage? What do you get out of it? Tearing her down. You ain't got to like her. But they was going to the nth degree, man. And they still going at it. They still going at it. So, I guess that's what we got to talk about. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. What's up, Art? Listen, here's the thing with that, man. Here's the thing with that. Because when you look at that whole story, unless something came out since the last time I looked at it, but all of this came about because a hairdresser wasn't minding her own damn business. That's where it came to. Now, I don't know if the hairdresser was friends with the wife, or I don't know that relationship. But ultimately, you talk about two grown people. I don't care if she was sleeping with Acho or not. I don't care if she was sleeping with the dude or not. They two grown folks. And the one thing I find funny is everybody concentrated on her. Everybody concentrated on her. They they mix and match. You got selective outrage. Remember when they caught the couple at the concert? Was that the Coldplay concert or whatever it was? And it was the CEO of the company and his secretary, and the wife was at home. Now, in that particular situation, they blaming it on the husband. But the secretary knew he was married too. She grown. She made grown folks decisions. Same thing with Joy Taylor. I don't know what the situation was. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the situation was Acho. I don't think Acho was married. They two grown folks making grown folks decisions. And somebody inserted themselves in some business that wasn't none of theirs. And it blew up because everybody wanted to be in them on the story. So it's I'm sure there's a lot of details that I don't know and I don't care to read about. It must have been something because when Shady mentioned her on the show, Acho got mad on their show. So I was like, well, hey man, if it's smoke, there's fire. But again, you grown folks and you making grown folks decisions. Do what you do. Own it. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. So apparently, man, there's a lot of people that don't like Whitlock. And I understand why. I've listened to him enough to know, like, listen, bro, like, get off your high horse. It just, I don't know. Like, he be hating, big time hating. But you know what? My thing is, I'm good enough to where if I don't like it, I'll turn it off, man. I haven't listened to WIP in the last couple of weeks. I haven't listened to 97.5 longer than that. You know what's funny? Now, my consuming sports radio is getting the clips off of YouTube. Whenever I remember, I made some comments about well, I forget what his name is. Dude is on in the morning on 97.5, and he usually talks to Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter calls in, and I saw that. I didn't listen to that live. I can't tell you the last time I listened to WIP live. I'm getting the clips. Maybe last time I listened to WIP live is like going to Sam's Club on the radio, having the radio on in the car, and that sort of thing. But I'm not actively listening to it unless we got some type of breaking news, something's going on. Like, that's different. But just on your regular day-to-day hum, nah. I consume most of my content on these internet streets. Yeah, Q, you already know, man. What do I say? The greatest invention known to man is the on-off switch. You should use it. You ain't got to like everybody. You liking it is not required. It is not required. What'd you say? When I should that was Shady showed me, as my granddaddy say, a hit dog. Yeah, man. I get it. I get it. I mean, let's Joy Taylor is what she is. She not ugly. She got parts. Um, and she know a little bit about what she talking about. And she played to her strengths. Let's keep it real. To do what she did, um, you know how she looks propelled her to the top. Jason Taylor's little sister was just a bonus. Maybe he got her into some doors. I don't know, but I think it's had more to do with the way she looked and how she was built. So I think it's interesting that at least I haven't seen it. I thought for sure she was gonna create her own podcast in her own lane and be gone with it, doing her thing. Because I thought for sure that was with the way she looked and some of the clothes she wear, people would eat that up. People would eat that up. If you are a female and you are remotely attractive and you have any sort of shapely figure, you can chop wood, you can cook, you can vacuum the floor. Somebody gonna watch it. Somebody gonna watch it. I thought that was the lane she gonna take, but I don't know. I don't know what she's doing now. Did she even have a podcast now? Everybody else got one. Maybe it's just not as popular yet. So so it is what it is. So, hey, happy birthday, little Griffith. Happy birthday. This weekend is the wife and I's anniversary. 29 years, bro. I've been married longer than some of y'all been alive. So you say you want to vulgar translate this so bad. Hey, listen, man, we all grown in here, bro. We all grown. We know what it is. We know what it is. You know what? I have not watched it. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the I don't know. I don't know. I've avoided that. I've avoided going there. I haven't looked for it. So, what are they talking about? So appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro. 29 years, bro. On the 29th, March 29th. March 29th. I met my wife in a nightclub in downtown Philadelphia, and she did not want to be there. We knew a bouncer that worked at the club because this particular club used to let the Eagles come in for free. And there was a huge brother that worked there that was a bouncer, and he knew all the players, and we was cool with him. And my wife's cousin knew him as well. We didn't know each other, but we both knew this bouncer, and they stopped by to see this bouncer. And she went in with her cousin and didn't want to be there. She was ready to go, and I just happened to be in there. So, and in this particular club, there were not too many periods on the page. You know what I'm saying? Not too many black folks in there. So when she walked in, she kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. So the rest is history. The rest is history, bro. So thank you, Tiff. Appreciate that. Oh, you in the Meadowlands? What are you doing in the Meadowlands? With your Eagles gear on. So your parents hadn't even you wasn't even a date yet, bro. You wasn't even a date yet. So I'll tell you what, man. I gotta. I know I done talked about this a lot, but I think I gotta figure out a way to do it. I'm gonna start getting my ass in the bed early and getting up early so I can work out in the morning. Because, man, it's getting harder and harder for me to stay under 260 pounds, and I do not want to be 260 pounds. I need to be like 240, 230 or 240. So I gotta break out the cross ropes, and I'm gonna start like 20, 30 minutes in the morning or something. I gotta start doing something, man. It's crazy. Gotta start doing something. The American Dream Mall, is that the one in Minnesota? Or that's the Mall of America. That's the one in Minnesota, but indoor water parks. Okay. So yeah, man, we a lot of this crazy nonsense going on. Let me see. Yeah, I put this up. And not for nothing, man. And this is a me thing. Because y'all know what I'm into. Y'all know what I like. Let me what do y'all think? I've been doing a lot more of the AI um thumbnails. Now I could do the thumbnails because I'm a Photoshop expert. So this would not be hard to do. But I tell you what, man, just typing in the prompt and getting this thing done in like 15 seconds is super convenient. But how y'all liking the thumbnails and stuff? I'm working on. I am probably not gonna have anything on Friday. I was just telling my wife this. I'm probably not gonna do a stream on Friday because I'm trying to get a new graphics package together. There's some new graphics and effects and stuff that I want to do. But I gotta not be streaming one night so I can just concentrate and work through the weekend. I think that's what I'm gonna do this weekend. Me and the wife are going to dinner Saturday night. But I got some things that I got to work. I got ideas that I got to get on the computer and get some concepts down because I got some dope ass ideas. But you know, I be so busy streaming almost every day. I'm putting together content, and not for nothing. After last month, after I had them 2 videos go viral, man, I've been trying to pursue that. I'm like, I got to get it. I got to step it up a notch. So I got some things in motion that I want to get together before the WNBA season starts. I wanted to have it done before the Final Four, but I don't know if I'm gonna make that goal. But I definitely want to get stuff done before the WNBA starts, and definitely before the draft. So I got some ideas, man. Um, I don't mind that. I don't, Panda. I don't mind that. I heard about that. That doesn't bother me in the least because it'll whatever whatever your feelings on it, it'll balance itself out. That might be one of them situations where somebody's going to find a way to do something that they weren't expecting, something that they didn't intend to. They skirting the rules. So somebody will find a curveball in there somewhere to make it work to their advantage. But eventually it'll even out, or it'll be a situation where, it's not a secret anymore. Everybody can do it. And I don't even know what it is. But I know if they asking for it, there must be some people that want to do it. So I think it's fine as long as everything is equal. It'll if they do or don't, everybody will adjust and go from there. So I don't see no problem with it. Now, if they go with 18 games, now that's a problem with me. So stop with the player safety, and then you trying to, you know how much extra money the league is gonna make from an 18th game. That's why they're trying to put in the 18th game. Stop playing because they want to have 2 bye weeks. How the hell are you gonna have 2 bye weeks? Then you got to push the Super Bowl back. So I'd be more worried about that than, a trade change. So I got to check them out. Philly 500 thumbnails that turn into mini clips. I can do that. Because I'm looking to start doing some more what do they call them? The visual hooks and stuff like that. Maybe he's using it as that. So I'm going to get back to just getting that graphics package together. I want to start doing visual hooks, different things like you've seen the ones where you start the video, the dude jumps out of a coffee cup or something like that. The logic in that is do something kind of off kilter so people will keep watching. That's I get some pretty decent impressions from my videos. That doesn't always translate to views. Because I'm still, as long as I've been doing this and I'm almost at 9,000 subscribers, I'm like 60 away from 9,000. So I'm trying to push it to get 9,000. By the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Because I want to get to 9,000 before the basketball season is up. That's just like a personal goal. And then you really work your way to 10,000. But when I was covering the Olympics and I did them 2 videos on Olympic curling, and the one video got 99,000 views and the other one got I'm at almost 200,000 views now. So for me, those were my first viral videos. Before that, my best video was the one I did about Ryan Clark and ESPN firing him. That got like 38,000. I thought I was doing something. And then lo and behold, a guy that has a football channel, I do a video about Olympic curling and it blows up. And then I do another one and that blows up. So you never know how that's going to work. Again, my best video when it comes to football related stuff is 38,000. So I'm trying to work on this. I'm trying to figure out some ways to get like the live audience when I'm going at 10 o'clock. I got to figure out how to get this audience up. My goal is to have around 200 to 300 people on whenever I go live. That's the goal. With shooting for the stars, you see somebody like Tony Tony Grossi with the Green Bay fan. I check out his stuff. I think he's funny. I like his content. 18,000 people live. Bruh, that's what I'm talking about. That's the goal that I'm trying to get to. And hopefully, if I do some more things with the Eagles, do some more things with NFL films, I keep pushing the envelope so I can have a product that ain't nobody else doing. That's my goal. Do things that nobody else is doing. So rest assured, I'm gonna look at Philly 500's videos so I can see what he's doing with his thumbnails. Absolutely, man. Good looking out on that one. So appreciate that, Chris. I'm working on it. Slow grind. Most of my subscribers, I would like to think, are organic. So yeah. So we doing it. So yeah, I agree with that, Carlos. Or Panda. I agree with that. What? Stop playing, Carlos. Stop playing around with that. Thank you, Tiff. I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun making that. Finally got my microphone to work right. Honestly, I just unplugged it from the mixer and plugged it directly back into the computer. Now I got to figure out a way to get this mixer to work because I put a lot of money into this mixer and I want to use it. But maybe it was much ado about nothing. Who knows? Maybe it might be going to eBay Marketplace or something. So, I'm gonna just keep it moving. I'm just gonna keep it moving. It works. That's what I'm using. But yeah, I'm on. It took me 3 times to get this damn thumbnail. The first time they put, I had like WNBA stuff on it. I'm like, did you hear the prompt? The word WNBA never popped up. Like, how did you get that? Crazy stuff. Because sometimes the AI does crazy things, and you got to do it 4 or 5 times before it gets right. So, but it's apparently is learning. So, yes, top 10 in passing yards the last 5 years. Yes, that is phenomenal for a quarterback who can't throw. Yep. I put a post up. Where was that? Let me see. Should still be up. When they were talking about Jalen Waddle, I think it was. Seth even responded to me. There we go. Jalen Hurts is not a good throwing quarterback. Right. AJ Brown in 4 years, 5,000 to 34 yards, 32 touchdowns. He's 28. Jalen Waddle, 4 years, 4,129 yards passing, 20 touchdowns, and it's 27. So, but you could compare and contrast, but nobody's doing that homework. They just looking at something that's a bridge and but we one step closer to the draft, y'all. One step closer. Prompt engineer. Yeah. Yeah, you got to know them prompts, man. Got to know them prompts. Master the technology. Don't let it master you. So, But all right, man. We've been rocking and rolling for about 40 minutes. Yeah, I went on my little rant today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you gonna start seeing them lists. Fred Johnson staying in Philly one more year. I think that's a good thing. However, sometimes Fred could be suspect. So let's hopefully he'll get it together. And once we see what Stoutland is talking about when he on the Old Boys podcast, I think we're gonna have a better understanding of what this new guy can and can't do. So just got to stay tuned for it. I'll be at practice this year though. Definitely want to talk to Andy Dalton. Got to show love to my guys from Cincinnati. It's only right. So, but all right, man. I think I'm gonna get up out of here. We've been rocking for about 43 minutes. Yeah. Thank you, Chit. Yeah, how we making them long, sneaky day one moves. Sneaky moves. Oh my goodness. But all right, man. All right. I've been ranting. Yeah, I can't wait for the draft too, man. I gotta start. I've looked at a little bit of tape, Eagle stuff, but I got so much to do. I gotta reach out to Ian Cummings. He's my draft expert. He knows the draft frontwards and backwards, man. It's crazy. Your amount of knowledge that whatever you can retain talking about them draft picks. There's so many of them kids, but he knows the stuff, man. So I will be. Hopefully, I can get him on the show. Hopefully, I can get him on the show again. So, but all right, man. I'm about to shut it down. I told my wife once or twice and this is what I'm trying to do going forward. This is part of the health thing that I'm starting. I want to go to bed at like 11 o'clock. Just once or twice a week. For the rest of the week, if I want to stay up till 3 in the morning, go ham. But I got to start getting me some sleep. So it is all good in the hood, man. I'm going to get up out of here, man. You know, I appreciate everybody in the chat. The squad is growing. We continue to grow. I'll be sending out feelers. Because I want to get this thing as big as possible. So, but thank you for joining me. About to get up out of here. Y'all be good. I got to run down to Atlantic City tomorrow. That should be fun. And going to see some family. Have dinner. Going to Hell's Kitchen. Got to look at their menu, see what they got. Gordon Ramsay. So we'll see. We shall see. But I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all be good. And I will see y'all on the morrow. Peace. Go Birds.
Mic check. No one likes us, we don't care. Hit the logo on the cap, midnight green on the brim. Pro fan talk, every take in the gym. From the link to the league, I'm connected to the spin. Breaking news, breaking plays where you really want to tap in. Philly on my tongue when I'm calling out a route. Pull a clip, roll a tape, then we talk it out. All 22 on my mind, see the motion pre-snap. I'm in the lab with the facts, you just scrolling through the app. Jalen with the read, I'm explaining what you missed. Why the safety bail late, why the cornerback blitz. From the pass rush twist to the red zone slang. Coach Marcus on the mic with the real fan chant. Pro fan talk, hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score room. Pro fan talk, where the real ones call. From the birds to the league, we gon' cover it all. From the draft room rumors to that waiver wire heat. Trade buzz humming like the crowd on Broad Street. Sunday to Monday, I'm recapping every snap. Tuesday got the bald Eagles filling in the gaps. Eagles on the header, but the scope league wide. How we making deals for the vets on the slide? Quarterback drama, I'ma sort that pile. Coach on the podium, read between the lines. I'm talking rivalries, upsets, underdogs rise, overtime classics, blown calls, bad drives. Jack going crazy when the topic get wild. So we keep it all game, keep it smart, keep it down. Pro fan talk, hit the bell, that's law. Break it down from the film to the box score raw. Pro fan talk.